First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the New York Giants. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Rolling to his left. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game. Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it? One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to Johnson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Open man, he's got him. It's Tony for a Giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking long for Thomas. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 42. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. This defense for the Saints, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Here's Tony on the quick slam. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. Well, what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Throwing, Jones. Out to his left. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Now Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal. Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stopped the play right there in the middle of the field.
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. Third and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Matt Breida, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
It's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And then some people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
They're swooping. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Winston to give, it's Kamara.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Jameis to throw it. Lewis has the first down and then some. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A give. This is Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal Shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. They're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
On third down, Mark Ingram. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on fourth down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground with BITER. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Jones going to get this out wide to Tony.
And some room to roam now. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Kadarius Toney with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. He finds his man Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Winston. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Touchdown! It's complete. Jerome Johnson, his first touchdown of the year. And the Saints are back within a score. The Bucs will look to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On first down, Jones dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They'll try to run forward Barkley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They run for it with Breida. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
It's Santo Pedro. I'll do this.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Lutz with the extra point. That will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Kamara gets it again on second down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understands.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're indeed going. It's Winston. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And how about for Alvin Kamara? Another great year that he's coming off of as an all-around player, but especially as a pass catcher. 81 receptions each of his first 3 NFL seasons. Last year added 2 more to finish with 83, the most by any running back in the NFL. An awfully dangerous man in the open field.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Winston. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And Traquan Smith now in his 4th year from UCF. Still expanding his repertoire, finding his way. Makes a nice catch there for a 1st down.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. Kamara's got the 1st down and then some. And finally marked down at the 23. 64 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
A 10th carry for Kamara. He gets away from 1. And still about 3 yards shy of a 1st as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
3rd and short yardage, Winston. And Lewis has it, the tight end. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and goal. Winston. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Tie game, 4th quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. Back to throw. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the corner, Roby. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Looks good on the extra point. And they will take the 7-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a 1-score game here in the 4th. Here's Jones throwing after the interception. He'll buy some time right. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he powers his way up past the 30. The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Off the play fake. Jones. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Barkley.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Jones throw taken in by Slayton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 36, Jones. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but he's going to lead to 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Here's Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Jones. Touchdown, Giants. Kadarius Toney, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. For the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Here's Winston.
Pass complete, Thomas.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, they had the yardage they needed there and picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are on the field?
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half.
Winston to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options and throws it away.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on fourth down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They're going to try for it on fourth. Winston stays out there. Desperation time. Winston on fourth down. His pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked
Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Look, clock management 101.
5 yards remain on second down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going